Hey, now for one of our newer segments on YCN as we review some local hiking trails that you yourself can try out this summer or even this weekend. It's called The Trail Hiker's Guide to the Upper Valley, and today we're going to take a trip to a national park right over in Cornish, New Hampshire. Now, any viewer of YCN or even a resident of the area knows that I'm speaking of St. Gaudens National Historic Site. Now, the site offers historic buildings, artwork, exhibits, and of course, hiking trails. Let's take a look on what to expect.
Welcome back to the Trail Hiker's Guide to the Upper Valley. Today we'll be heading to Cornish, New Hampshire to check out a system of trails, part of St. Gaudens National Historic Site called the Blow Me Down Trail. I've hiked this trail many times growing up and even as an adult, and I'm going to recommend this trail right off the bat to any skill level, as there aren't any challenging features to note. What's more is that I'm just reviewing the trail, not the bulk of the buildings and exhibits at the site, which is something else that you could check out on the same day that you try the trails or a different day. Now, it's roughly 2 miles long and you can certainly go at your own pace. My usual entrance is right off of Route 12A at the Blow Me Down Mill, which is a neat historical landmark that offers a glimpse into what our area used to look like. The trail begins near the old stone arch bridge marked by a subtle hiking sign, starting with a minor incline. It follows the side of the Blow Me Down Brook as you can still hear the rushing water going over the dam at the old mill. Some split log bridges make it easier to traverse this trail, as some parts can be muddy, especially after rain. Some steps also help out in ascending the minor inclines. Now, you don't have to travel very far until you reach the Mill Pond Boardwalk. Now, I do remember when they built the boardwalk many years ago, and it jutted out into the wetlands, standing at least 1 or 2 feet above the water. However, nature overcomes all, and the end of the boardwalk was covered in dried mud, and vegetation had grown up around it in an act of reclamation. Regardless, it was a fun little side venture. Continuing on, I headed up the return trail, which would return you to the top provided you started at the top of the trail, not the bottom like we did. On this trail, I encountered the steepest incline on the whole route, but it wasn't very strenuous, and the steps certainly helped out. At the top, you enter a field, which is part of the main St. Gaudens site, complete with a temple exhibit. Now, I decided to explore a bit more and I went down the ravine trail near the temple to one of my favorite spots at this national park. The swimming hole and dam, called the Blow Me Up Dam, used to be a spot where Augustus St. Gaudens and his assistants used to go for a dip in the cool, fresh running water. Now, this is a great destination for a quick hiking trip at St. Gaudens, and sitting by the running water is certainly relaxing. On the way back down, I entered the upper trailhead for the Blow Me Down Trail, which eventually brought me all the way back down to the Blow Me Down Mill, as part of a loop. The forest this trail is in is teeming with wildlife, and I almost constantly heard small critters scurrying around in the leaves. My total time was less than an hour, and this is certainly a relaxing jaunt. If you've got a free hour sometime this summer, try the trails at St. Gaudens and make sure to check out the main site as well.
Stay tuned for future episodes of the Trail Hiker's Guide to the Upper Valley, and if you yourself have a suggestion of a trail for me to try out, head to the Contact Us tab on our website, ycnow.com, and send me a message. I'll be sure to check it out and give you a review.